We will walk in.
So you enter the church.
Yes.
Within, it is very dim, lit by candles and very, very, very grungy oil lamps.
Is there a balcony?
There is no balcony. There is a few rows of pews, and then on a raised sort of platform at the very front, there is a lectern facing the crowd, and a cabinet behind it that you suspect might be used for vestments and the sort.
There's no other signs of life or personage inside this building.
Well, there's a small door at the back.
Okay. Go and I knock on the door.
Yes. Come in.
I do. I open the door. Excuse me. I'm sorry for the interruption and the intrusion.
Hello,
We have been told.
Bellamy.
What the fuck?
That's
What the
gonna...
fuck?
Jeremy just stands at the doorway and he just says, "Yikes."
And hello to you too, Rin.
Oh, so close but so far.
Close than
Can you
you
just-
think, hey, Ezekiel?
When was the last
Who
time?
is speaking to us? Can you describe this person?
This dude is a very diminutive, hunched, wrinkly old man.
Okay.
And who from the outset, you would even accuse of being blind.
Okay.
He
Sorry for
if you had one word to describe this man, you would use decrepit,
Okay.
ancient.
Pardon the interruption and intrusion, sir. We were tasked by a Mr. Maximilian up in the city capital to investigate your recent rash of disappearances, and we were looking to see if maybe you or the other people of this church might have any extra information that might help us find and help them.
It's tragic state of affairs. I pray for their souls.
I look back at the other two, just like, guys, feel free to jump in, please.
I mean, he probably knows something if he knows your name.
I would like to step in and scan the room.
God. Can he even step in?
I mean, if you move out of the way.
Yep.
All right, you step in and
Crouch.
scan the room. There are a
Step
few
in.
books, a desk, some writing equipment, and a very zonked out old man who's sleeping at in his chair.
Is there any writing on the desk?
Currently, no. It looks like he was sitting down to get ready to write a letter or something, but nothing's been put to paper.
Jeremiah is going to walk up and kind of snap his fingers in front of the old man's face and poke him in the forehead a couple times, seeing if he wakes up.
His head falls off. No.
What?
I had to wait for him to negate his own comment because it's Forge and it's possible. Anything goes with Forge.
Speaking of which, before that, did this older gentleman refer to Jeremiah as Rin and then Ezekiel as well as Bellamy by their name?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Noted.
Yes, you poke him in the forehead. Hey. Yes. Yeah, what can I do for you, Frederick?
Oh, that one's a bit more concerning. He kind of bobs his head side to side, just eyeing the old man.
Has anyone told you you look like a bird when you do that?
Who are you?
I am me.
It is a pleasure to meet you, me. My moniker.
Simon,
is
I-
S1M8.
Okay.
Yes, Jeremiah.
I like you. You're a delight. Come sit next to me, Simon.
The head will turn. I have not given you that moniker. You may not use it until I have given it.
I will use whatever I like. I'm old, and should I perish, then it'll be no skin off anyone's nose, Simon. Come sit down.
As I come to sit down on what will most certainly break under my weight, I will, as a side note, say that was not a threat. That was simply a statement.
One can only hope.
I
Jeremiah.
assume, he's going to sit on the chair in a way that makes it so that he expects it to break under him.
The chair feels actually shockingly solid. Like, it looks like this spindly, frail old thing, but it doesn't even utter a single creak of complaint when you sit in it, which already
Yes.
puts it above 90% of chairs that you've sat in.
Motes of light on the inside of the mask blink, but that is the only visual change.
Jeremiah is currently exchanging very worried glances with Bella, with Bells.
Yeah.
Who are you really? How do you know our names?
He's sleeping again.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
This time I gently want to just like shake him a little on the shoulder.
Yes. Yes.
You welcome. It's your turn.
So again, we are here trying to find your missing people. If there's any
such
sort of
tragic state
information
of
that you can give us
affairs.
to help.
I
Yes.
pray for their soul.
If you pray for their souls, that means that you believe them to have perished. Do you know
It has
by
nothing
what
to do
hand
with
that they have
belief.
prepared?
It's simple hope, my dear Simon. Sometimes hoping is all you can do, and hope that the universe comes to see your hope through to the end.
Then you admit to the sociopathic tendency of hoping for the demise of your fellow human.
I suppose I do. I guess that makes me a sociopath, doesn't it?
Noted.
Ooh, that's exciting. I haven't had this feeling before.
Okay. Bells. You can hear
Yes.
you can hear Jeremiah's voice inside your head. Look, I'm not really one to walk into a town, murder a priest, and leave. There are only 3 people in this realm that know my name. He
You
makes
hear
a
voice in
fourth.
your head. You may try.
Nope. Jeremiah's walking out the building.
Oh god. Okay.
He is saying that out loud. He's just nope and turns on his heel and walks out.
Well, this
Some
feels
people
like a
can't
bust.
control when their own talents are used against them. Now, do you have any more questions, young ones?
The eyes shift to Bellamy.
I honestly, legitimately, I cannot think of any questions. This is. I'm upset that my brain can't think of anything.
Unsettling?
In that case, the head will turn back to the old gentleman. Query. Did you have a hand in the disappearances that have been happening in this town?
A hand? No. Not a foot either.
Alright. The head will turn back to Bellamy and the eyes will blink again.
You can roll insight if you like.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
certainly. I rolled. Where's insight? There it is. I rolled an 11.
I
rolled a 17.
He seems like he's telling the truth.
Bellamy, do you believe it profitable to continue this train of queries?
At this point, no.
Simon will stand, head over towards the door, but stopping at the shoulder of Bellamy and turn back to the old man. I've been informed to tell you, sir, you have a good day, though I do not wish it for you. And I duck out of the door.
You too, my dear Simon.
Thank you very much for your time.
Indeed. Would you like a cookie before you go?
What type of cookies are there?
Don't eat the cookie.
I'm not going to eat it, but what type of cookies are there?
This is Kel stopping and trying to remember the types of cookies that exist.
Snickerdoodle, peanut butter,
Oatmeal.
chocolate chip, oatmeal, raisin.
Nope, just oatmeal.
I will take a cookie, but I will not eat it.
Well, I guess you're not killing gods today.
You are now cursed.
You are now blessed.
I will take it, and I will thank him again, and I will hurry to find the boys.
So, Bell is taking the forge approach to eating cookies that people offer him.
Yeah, I'm not eating it.
I have stopped just at the point where the stairs meet the road, waiting for Bellamy.
Jeremiah is pacing
Okay.
back and forth frantically.
Are you all right?
The eyes are following you.
You seem to be the most deterred out of all of us.
A little bit.
How is Jeremiah dressed?
Gosh, I don't know what clothes are called.
Are you wearing like a cloak or something?
Yes.
Okay. Unbeknownst to you, somehow there's gotten to be a piece of parchment pinned to your cloak that says Frederick on it.
You seem to have picked up litter from the ground. Allow me to get
Yes,
it
is
for
Frederick a nickname?
What the
Is Frederick a pseudonym?
What? Jeremiah promptly pulls it off of him and incinerates it in his hand.
This old man is my favorite NPC.
It's not fair. You don't know if it's a letter or anything. That seems rather rude.
No, it's not
Okay.
for me or anyone.
The ashes warp and reassemble.
Simon will pick it up off the ground, look at it. And then
It
the guys
says
will blink, and that's
Frederick. Yes, that's Jeremiah.
Is it a letter or is it just a piece of paper?
On the inside, on the other side, there is a map of the town and little dots leading to the west.
Dad, look how helpful this is. Begrudging an old man's gift. That's a great taboo in some parts of the world.
You
gotta cut
say
yourself.
as you as you try to avoid the cookie in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm not eating it. Okay, so map is showing us towards the west. What in the west is it showing towards?
It looks like a large sort of craggy spire.
Simon's eyes will blink twice as he takes a screenshot, and then he's going to hand it to Bellamy.
Well,
Keep in mind, everybody.
I think I must apologize to you, Simon. I think your first instinct was right. We should follow your plan.
Apologies are unnecessary.
Apologies are unnecessary. Action is the only thing that matters.
Well then, shall we?
This job isn't paying enough. Yeah,
I am
sure,
not
let's
certain
go.
we should.
Wait, the job's paying? Wait, what?
You guys are getting paid?
Before we embark, Jeremiah, you appear perturbed. I would not bring this up, for I do not care about your well-being, though I am worried that your mental ineptitude at the moment
Wait.
would cause distress for the rest of the party. Is there something you wish to discuss?
Take more. Does it take more? Like inspiration.
Nope, don't worry about it, Tin Suit. It's all right.
That is not my moniker.
Oh, come on. You could have said Tin Man.
But that would have
Been ironic.
no. I'm pretty
Or
sure.
Scarecrow.
I'm pretty sure he has a brain. It's just not the same as ours.
No, Tin Man is the one without a heart.
Oh, that's true.
Scarecrow's the one with the brain.
Yeah.
Who wants a brain?
It's been decades.
I assume that you brush off his comment and just start walking in
Yep.
the direction of the dots. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I will follow.
In we go.
Are any of you actively looking at the map as you travel it?
I
Mentally,
am.
yes.
Since I'm holding
Okay,
it.
Emma, since you're holding the actual article, you notice the dots disappearing as you walk along them, and the map seems to be following your progress.
Okay,
It is a complicated bit of illusion work.
cool.
Nope. Jeremiah does not care for this shit at all.
Well,
I don't like
how
being.
far away does it seem like this location is from everything?
It seems like it's probably at least half a day's travel.
Oh joy. Okay.
It is now noon as you're departing, so you could probably get there by midnight.
Okay.
Or you could stay the night and leave early in the morning.
All right. Well, above, what do we want to do? Which one do we want to do?
Simon is totally down for just going.
Right.
Probably the most profitable scenario would be traveling halfway there and camping in the woods and then continuing the journey.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, I do. In fact, where is it? Did I not take Lehman's tiny hut?
Lol.
Lol.
Ah, such spells.
I indeed did not.
Camping is camp. No tents is fine. Under the stars is good.
Jeremiah's gonna make a fire.
Oh, so we've already traveled and we're stopping. halfway
Sure,
there?
why not? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
You teleport not only forward in space, but in time as well.
Yeah.
Welcome to D&D,
Sure,
where
so
hours
so
of travel
okay.
takes 5
No time.
seconds, but 20 seconds takes 5
seriously.
hours.
DM, how would you describe the forest around us?
Scraggly, sickly, piney.
All right.
Pine.
Simon will look to the other two. I do believe the two of you will both need an 8-hour rest before continuing. Is this correct?
Something like that. Yes.
Looks to Jeremiah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Generally speaking. Us, biologicals, I believe was the term.
This is the term I used. Correct.
Then I would trust you would know that all biological creatures need to sleep.
This is indeed false.
Pray tell.
Elves.
Figures of the elven race are able to meditate instead of fully going unconscious and lucidly dreaming. Elves go by a meditation.
Meditation is a form of sleep. It's not a form of sleep specifically, but a form of rest. It is
Connected to this, there are certain pacts certain individuals have been recorded to have made that causes them to not sleep at all.
That's divine intervention. That's different.
That is false. Though it is caused by an outside force. But those creatures are biological and do not require 8 hours of sleep. I bring this up only because you challenged it.
Naturally.
Simon is going to move around, breaking branches and setting up a campfire that's bigger than Jeremiah's, a little farther into the woods. Which he will set ablaze with prestidigitation. This inferno should burn throughout the night and keep you from arousing from your slumber due to cold weather.
Thank you, Simon.
Thanks
Yes, thank
is
you very much, Simon.
unnecessary.
Noted.
Simon will sit down on one side of the campfire. I believe it is customary for creatures in such a situation as this to change tales, whether true or false.
Oh God.
Would either of you wish to begin?
F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G-K.
All right, campers, tell 2 truths and 1 lie about yourself.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
Bye.
How long have you existed?
Too long.
Mood.
I have been conscious for 2 years, 3 months, and 27 days.
Aw, he's a giant toddler.
How long have you existed?
Too long.
Um. How long has he existed? I don't know.
Couple weeks.
Him or just this form of him? Exactly.
About 27 now.
The head will civil to Bellamy.
29.
Not long enough.
The difference in numbers leads me to believe that the longer a being has to accumulate numbers, the wiser they are and more emotionally
Oh, God.
stable.
False.
Oh, God.
Well. Yes.
That's a very interesting way to put it.
How old was Hitler?
Stop. Stop it. Shut up.
I mean, dude knew his way around a speech. I don't know.
Stop.
I guess you could say he was a powerful orator.
That is an accurate description, yes.
Yep. Good thing he wasn't an Ohari, or he'd be an Oharian orator.
I was waiting for it. That was way too clear cut.
Lol.
I hate you. I'm gonna murder you.
You may try. I'll allow it.
Bellamy, to what would you attribute this raise in digits to cause one to be more mentally sound.
I don't know about mentally sound, but it certainly can help some people, give them more time to understand the world around them. Whether that makes them stable or not is a matter for debate and personal definition.
I mean, yeah. I mean, once you exist long enough, dementia and stuff like that kicks in. You very quickly deteriorate.
True.
I'm not sure if Tin Suit over here will have that problem, but he might get rusty at some point.
I mean,
But-
at some point,
What are the eyes
ideas
twitch?
and files and information sort of can tend to fade depending on wherever the information is stored. Archives lose things get damaged, things get lost.
I mean, that's more of a matter of upkeep at that point, really. I mean, just after a certain point, I mean, his longevity will be much longer than ours, but after a certain point, you're just made of new parts. At what point are you not the same you originally were?
At the point at which all of your parts have been replaced from the original.
That's what I would think.
Bellamy looks down at his metal arm.
Oh no.
Your clock is ticking, Bellamy.
Oh, I know.
Time is nigh.
You heard the talking abacus.
That was a joke. I
That's
did not
reaching.
actually say
Oh,
that
come
aloud, even
on!
though I wanted to. To answer your unasked question, I do not currently have an expiration date.
Yet.
Lucky.
I do not believe luck has anything to do with expiration dates.
If you're lucky, you can avoid it a bit longer.
Is that considered a positive?
To
That's
some
a-
people.
Depends. I'm pretty good at it.
We shall see.
Yeah, this session's gonna be Forge instilling karmic justice, I'm sure.
Listen, it's not my fault that my worlds are always karma heavy. Actions have consequences.
That's
Reap
true.
your
Do they, though?
rewards.
I have shared my origins. Would either of you two wish to do the same?
Nope. He looks at Bells expectantly.
His origins begin unfurling on the part. No, I'm kidding.
No, well, where exactly is my home located on this coast, Kel? Or am I from another place entirely?
You're from another place. This is your
Oh.
your wandering years.
Oh, okay, big step. All right. Well, I come from a land across the oceans, also on a coastal town. My family sort of operates an explorative sort of business, not dissimilar to you, Simon. We gather information about people and cultures and lands far beyond our own in the games and hopes to understand each other to form some sort of better future.
I do believe we have common origins then. This
Mm-hmm.
would please me.
And this pleases Zolthar.
Yes.
Good.
Well, if you ever
Anakin,
find yourself-
good.
If you ever find yourself in the city of Mortimer, I will gladly host you in my family's home.
And take you apart soon after.
I believe this
Oh,
is
absolutely.
a generous offer.
Yes.
Very.
Yes.
Extremely.
Considering that this is going to be the first metal man he'll ever be.
Completely
Oh,
changing subjects with no form of. Dang it! What's the word?
Decorum?
Form.
Decorum. Actually, yeah. Thank you. He immediately turns his head over to Jeremiah and is like, "You have not shared a story and refuse to share your origins. Do you have a different story you would like to share?"
He begins telling X-Men origins. Wolverine.
I have
Word by
also
word.
been informed that it is customary to perform a tune around these sorts
God
of
in heaven.
meetings.
God.
Should that
Jacob,
be
if
more
you don't
comfortable for
if you don't fucking sing, I'll kill you.
I don't have auto-tune on me right now.
I don't care. I didn't ask for auto-tune, I asked for singing.
Look, you have now been promoted to Daft Punk.
What?
That's not Daft Punk.
Around the world, around.
He's still looking at Jeremiah expectantly. Would a musical melody be more your speed, or would it make you more comfortable?
My angel. Sing for me.
Ah, 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 ah.
It would be kind of funny though if Simon started singing Technologic by Daft Punk. Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it.
Oh my god.
I've committed a murder.
I'm currently backtracking through the siblings chat to find any decent stories worth telling.
Jeremiah can also merely say no if he would like.
No, continue.
All up
I'll
to you
find
and your
something.
character.
He'll just stall for time.
Shall I serenade you in the meantime?
Some hold music if you like.
yeah.
Da 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 da. Your call is important to us.
Please stay on the line. Someone will be available to speak with you shortly.
Somewhere in the distance, a bird dies.
That's a link. I can't share that one.
There, Kelsa. There.
Okay, here's how I'll do this. I'm going to share this story, and it's going to be more of a flashback, like the way a TV show would tell a story, that it just takes you to the scene.
Uh-huh.
Freddie, so Jeremiah, actually known as Freddie, has two siblings, Lorelai and Hamlin.
You're forgetting one.
Lorelai, Hamlin, and Freddie? What are you talking about?
You're forgetting one.
Oh, and Forge. Forge exists in the ethereal plane. He is the omniscient watcher.
Oh, he exists. Damn.
One day,
You can't escape.
Hamlin was bored as hell. Freddie, I have an idea. He then whispers to Lorelai. He then whispers to Freddie, so Lorelai cannot hear him. Oh, that sounds like fun. Okay, so I'll get all the kids together, and then when it gets there, I'll have you strapped in and send you shortly. God, Colton says things weird sometimes.
Oh yes.
A few days go by, and Lorelai asks, "So why did you arrange all the children in the town to get together for a city-wide pillow fight? And how did you get so many pillows?"
God.
I have my sources. Ah, okay, you know what? Whatever. I can't even comprehend why you two do what you do sometimes. As for my first question, well, I thought it would be a fun way to make some extra money from the global parents of the city. And the real reason why you set this up? Hamlin just looks at Freddie, who is decimating children with a giant pillow. The screams of the children, the screams of the terrified children grow as he chases them into the distance. Hamlin is bent over laughing. That That is why I did it, dear sister.
I believe your tale was to invoke a comedic effect.
Probably.
You know it was until you said that.
I don't have anything really I can really pull up without context.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that works.
That works.
We once stole a pirate ship. That was fun.
You have exceeded your allotment of necessary tales.
Time to shut the fuck up.
I believe it would be wise for the two of you to begin your rest. I will remain vigilant.
Oh, cool. He has a sentry mode.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me he turns into a fucking turret.
His head swivels like an owl and it imitates a radar.
The cloak flies up as his body mutates and the barrel of the gun protrudes.
It is me, Bastion.
It was I, Bastion.
It's a me, Mario.
Well, Jeremiah's gonna go to sleep.
Well, if Simon's keeping watch, then yeah, sure, bedtime.
I will prop myself against a tree and go into low power mode.
Excellent. Simon, roll me a perception check.
That is a natural 1.
Oh my god. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
The cannon shoots Freddy.
If it was
Somehow
anything but a
you have
natural
fallen
one, I
into
might-
actual sleep. No.
This
Um,
is not
you have-
possible.
You have been removed
This is
from the
impossible.
target whitelist.
You've been banned from the server. No, you're sitting there and you don't notice. You're keeping an eye on things throughout the night. You don't really notice anything amiss. Everything's fine. You two.
Hello.
All right, let's start with Freddy.
Ooh, are we working with madness mechanics?
Woo!
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. I get a 1 to that. I rolled a 6.
You have failed the save.
Yay! Of
Consequences shall be far-reaching.
course they are.
Bell, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I just rolled a natural 20, resulting in a
Fantastic.
26.
You save. Nothing is wrong.
Nice.
Freddy, you wake up. Actually, both of you wake up because it's daytime again.
Okay.
People do that?
Yes. The campfire is not only dead, but smoldering with green embers. And slashed into the ground on the other side of the campfire from our robotic friend is just the word leave.
Well,
Huh. Neat.
can I roll a sort of like an arcana check onto the fire to see if there's any sort of magical connection to it as to why it's green?
Sure.
Okay. That's a 16.
Yep, that's some magic.
Okay. Great.
You're not sure what it does.
Have I awoken at this time as well?
No, I was joking when I said you fell asleep.
Well, yes, but like my power down system.
Oh well,
has to-
yeah. You
Has he
awoke with
rebooted?
you awoke with the dawn.
Is he
Solar panels.
rebooted?
Wally style started absorbing the rays again.
System admin relogged in.
He has to log in. He is the computer. Why would...
Don't you?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not my own computer.
Windows
Are you
booting
sure about
itself.
Don't you have to reboot yourself in the morning?
Da, 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 da. At this point in time, I will probably notice that the fire is green. Curious.
And the words in front of you?
No, on the opposite side of the fire.
On the opposite side of you. Okay.
He rolled a nat 1, but I figured I'd take it a little easy on him.
Appreciate
Mm.
It wasn't magical. It was a witch with a stick who had all the time in the world.
It was an old, decrepit witch who staggered her way into the clearing, looked at you, waved her hand in front of your face a few times, walked over, threw some powder into the ashes of the fire, walked further over, scribed the word with their cane, looked at you again, kicked you in the big toe, and then left.
How did my witch get here? Who said you could use her?
You don't have a monopoly on witches.
This is true.
Surprisingly, he and Jacob don't either.
Well, Jacob's thing is hags.
I've
Touche.
been told that I am king of hags, so yes.
Wouldn't she be the queen of hags?
Uh,
No, that's something else. They live in San
gender
Francisco.
equality has
That's the Kardashians.
Oh,
witchery
Frisco.
world has really been racked by gender equality, and it's been really messy.
What gender is the tin suit?
Well, seeing the warning scribed onto the ground, I'll look at it and call to the others. What do we make of this, boys?
I would like to approach the words.
The words approach you.
The words slide across the ground towards you.
I would like to
Seductively.
investigate the words to figure out their origin.
You see a stick lying nearby. No, I'm kidding. You don't see a stick.
I mean, it's a forest. I better see a stick.
I mean, yeah, you see sticks, but not one's covered in dirt. I mean, roll an investigation check, I guess.
If it would help the DM, my passive investigation is an 18. But I can also roll, should you prefer.
Yeah, the way I interpret passives and active checks is the check is when you're actively putting the effort into doing something. And the passive is like when you're not paying attention.
Or looking for clues in a tunnel.
Shut up.
Enough.
Mm.
15.
Okay. I'm not sure how to codify this. The writing is angular, but you suspect that's just because they're writing it in the dirt on the ground.
Okay. About how wide and deep is it?
It's about 3 inches deep.
Wow.
Not especially wide. If you had to guess, you search through your database, and you even at one pull out a dagger and walk over and scribe a couple marks into the bark of a tree. This looks like possibly a claw made this.
It is most likely that this inscription was caused by a natural weapon of some sort, likely a claw or talon. My systems did not pick up movement during the night, though I should have maybe mentioned I am not able to see in the dark. Shall we continue?
Hey. Yeah, sure, why not?
I think too.
I'd rather
We'll walk
not.
over- I will walk over
There's
to
no
the fire
update to the
and
map or anything?
Nope.
Nope, okay.
I mean, you still see your destination.
Right, but there's nothing else that's changed or appeared onto it.
Nope.
What if I say mischief managed?
It just turns
I
into
saw
a portrait of
swear.
you, and it says Freddy. Underneath it says Changeling.
And underneath that is a quickly scrawled middle finger.
Deal.
Fuck you, that's how.
Simon will approach the fire, inspect it for a few seconds to note that it is in fact green and he is not
And
experiencing
magic.
a glitch. And then he will use prestidigitation to try to snuff it.
The fire actually roars higher. All of you roll a quick perception check for me.
Okay. $17.
16.
14.
All of you notice what appear to be flickering eyes in the flames for a moment before suddenly the fire just extinguishes.
Well then.
Query.
Were the eyes also green?
I believe I may
The eyes are made of the fire.
Okay.
So yes.
query. I believe I may be suffering from visual
Dementia.
impairment. Did either of you perchance notice ocular patterns in the flame?
No, those are there.
There were eyes in the green magic fire.
Would you all like to take a moment here while I ritually cast a detect magic?
Sure.
If you like.
I hate scrying.
Hey, Kel. One of the items that you said we could get. I told you that I have a gem of seeing, which gives me true sight. Does that detect anything?
Well, by the time you thought to use it, it's already long gone.
Okay. I mean, I've had it on me this whole time. I should have said that beforehand, and I apologize for that.
Pull out my book and begin ritually casting detect magic. It'll take probably like 10. It'll take 10 minutes plus 6 seconds.
Sure. Upon the culmination of your ritual, you find traces of... It's almost divination magic, but not quite. There's something off about it that you can't quite put to words.
Simon will straighten back up, turn around, and walk away. Preferably back towards the path that they had been taking the previous day.
So you're walking back towards the village or continuing the path down the coast?
Back towards the path to continue down the coast.
Gotcha.
I assumed we pulled off the path. That was my intention.
Yes. You did. I was just verifying.
I would like to be at least 120 feet away from the fire.
Okay.
And I will wait there for the rest.
Where is he going?
I don't know, but if there's magic involved, we should probably follow him, or else something very, very dangerous will happen.
Yeah, we should go.
Yep.
We are
You
John-
joined.
Yep.
Yes.
It is fortunate
We are
you
off
understood
and
my
jogging.
unspoken words. Thank you for joining me. The fire has been enchanted, most likely to be a focus for scrying. It has traces
Interesting.
of divination magic, though there is something connected to it that is, I believe, ancient. Or it is not on my scope of knowledge of the current weave of magic.
I could have told you something was scrying on us, but yeah, no, I don't care for that at all.
I am displeased that you failed to communicate that with everyone else.
I suppose I said it a bit more quietly while you're casting, but I did say it, yes. I had remarked that I don't care much for scrying.
Shall we continue?
Yeah. Unless we heed the words that were written in front of us. But I don't think we should.
I do not tend to take orders from dirt.
Oh, when you put it that way.
All right, put that one in the fucking quotes page too.
I am on a roll tonight, boys.
There's been a lot this session. I can't record them all.
Don't
I'm trying.
forget 6 charisma.
I do not intend to take. Well, I do not intend to take instruction from dirt.
Orders from dirt.
Orders from dirt.
I am once again following Bellamy, right on their heels.
Mm-hmm.
Frederick, remind me what your passive perception is.
He's writing.
Yep.
And cannot press his push to talk at the moment.
What were you requesting?
Your passive perception, if you don't mind.
Perception, passive is an 11.
I see. You don't notice anything. It's fine.
That's fine. This is fine.
Everything is perfect. Everything is fine. Y'all carry on down the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And you're traveling is relatively smooth. Again, once again, in keeping with its reputation, it is a very foggy day. It's very damp, but eventually you see a dark shape loom in the distance, and you believe this to be the Dark Rock Spire that is shown on the map.
Along the way, 2 things. Simon will, at one point in time, out of no prompting from anyone else, just you'll hear his vocoder make mention. I was once informed that mist is lazy rain. And then about an hour later, both of you are most likely familiar with the fact that I am familiar with the arcane arts. I am what is known as a wizard. I am curious as to your battle prowesses. Should we have to contend with strength?
I know I have a couple tricks up my sleeve, but I don't much care for engaging in full-on brawls either.
Do you have treats?
Well, I have a cookie.
There you go. Now we're talking.
I have some magic, but I can certainly take myself in a physical altercation as well. Hopefully it shouldn't come to that, though.
I will also make mention that I am useful as a scout. Should reconnaissance be necessary.
Because
I mean, if you're
At that
offering,
point in
considering
time,
that this...
his head leans back
Because-
and looks at the obelisk of stone that looms out of them from the mist.
If you are offering to do so, and you wish to take the map with you, then by all means, take the lead.
yes, clearly the 300-pound Titan is subtle.
You want to lead?
He's definitely saying that under his breath. He's not weighing in on the conversation.
I don't even know what this is. Roll stealth check, I guess.
That is unnecessary. Simon will extend his left hand palm upwards, and from that you will see a couple of shimmering lights, almost like a laser light display, and apparated above them is a holographic image of... Has anyone here played Destiny?
I keep being
Yes.
told to play the game, but I have not. I play Warframe
I
though,
have not.
which is very, very similar.
Have you seen gameplay of Destiny?
I have not.
Maybe a slight amount.
Jacob, are you doing a ghost thing?
Yep.
Oh,
Excellent.
goody. Okay. Continue.
More or less. Let's see if I can find a good.
If you're looking for an image, I already grabbed one for you.
Thank you so much.
Maybe.
I forgot to pull up that reference material. But it is holographic in blue.
Okay.
Simon will then raise his hand slightly and kind of give it a gentle thrust up into the air, and it will extend, turn, and begin to just float off towards the dark obelisk. Through this, I can sense what it senses. It has 60-foot dark vision and can move through creatures but not objects.
Yep.
I am sending it towards the dark stone shape in the distance.
Alrighty.
At this point,
Yep.
At this point, can we make out if it's like a natural crag or is it like a crag with like some sort of structure tower on top of it?
It certainly looks natural. It just does not look like a happy crag.
Okay. Does it look like an astro crag?
Frederick has
No.
taken to shuffling a small deck of cards into his hands, absent-mindedly.
Okay. Jacob, your ghost flies glides forward.
All right. I will have it
And-
just make a circuit of the stone obelisk.
Mm-hmm. Overall, it's filled with various cracks and crevices, but none of them really look very deep, except for one on the, let's see, on the south side.
There appears to be an entrance of some sort on the south. Do I see a path that leads up to that?
Not so much of a path as a rock shelf.
There appears to be access.
Well,
Do
Doesn't
I
look like
see
there's
any
anything-
creatures in the area?
Not currently.
lead the
It
way,
appears to
Tinsu.
be uninhabited. The head will turn towards Jeremiah. The eyes will squint for a second. Elami,
Simon.
would you appreciate for me to take the lead, or would you like to do so? Hello?
Emma.
Hello? What? Oh. If you prefer to take the lead on this one, big man, go right ahead.
All right. In that case, Simon will first cast mage armor on himself, and then begin walking.
Does it take the form of holographic blue armor?
In certain lights, yes.
Excellent. Okay. Roll. Once you get there, roll me a perception check.
All right. Jeez, I am not rolling well tonight. It's the DM's curse. 11.
Okay. Everything looks pretty clear.
I assume it's dark on the inside.
Yes. To quantify that in D&D terms, it is dim.
All right. Does it appear to continue in as a cave?
Looks like it. Sort of a slant down, almost more of a tunnel. It is not very wide. You would have to walk single file,
All right. In
and
that
you would
case,
probably have to duck.
to be expected, really. In that case, a small rod will begin to protrude over the right eyebrow of Simon. As it does so, it'll extend about 6 inches before from it a glass disc or seeing gem would drop, and I will be using the first charge of my gem of seeing to gain
Alrighty.
Hey.
true sight for 10 minutes. You said
Sounds
it, and I
good.
was like, dang it, I'm not original.
It sounded like a good idea.
It was. So, yes, I have true sight for 120 feet as I begin my way in.
Fantastic.
I would like to be aware of the possibility of traps.
All right. Roll me another. Well, yeah. Roll me another. No, roll me an investigation check.
All right. Aha! That's better. Augmented 20.
There don't appear to be any on your way down.
Alright.
The route seems clear.
As I walk into the cave, is there stairs that lead down? Does it just begin to slowly descend?
It's just sort of a gradual descent.
All right. I would like to, beyond all odds, actually move semi-stealthily.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
That is a 9. I am a 300-pound
Yes, you
So
are.
awesome.
And we
foot
love
tall
you for it.
metal man.
With muted clunks, your footsteps echo on the stone. But it's not terrible. But it's not the best you've ever done, and you know it.
The acoustics in here are not useful for a stealthy approach.
Your observations echo down the hall.
Wonderful. Yeah, I will continue.
You make it down. You probably descend. Probably, if you had to guess, 600 yards or so. You're now confident that you are beneath sea level, and you make your way into what seems to be a naturally occurring stone antechamber. It's fairly high ceilings, probably 20-ish feet or so, and the diameter of the room is about 15 feet. It's very craggy and uneven. But on the far side is a rough stone door.
From my position, does my search for traps continue down here?
It does. You have not detected anything.
Okay. I will begin making my way towards the door.